Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's take a look at what's in store today. So I have never made any videos on familiars, but today I thought I would try my luck at converting one of my or three of my familiars. These are all aberrant familiars, so I've got three of these aberrant Varogs, and I thought I would convert them and see if we get a decent pet from this. So I'm going to take all three of these Varogs. It doesn't have them in order. You can see it has Bramblestalker next, but I just want to go for Varogs because I want to make a better Varog. So we're going to see if this can happen from converting them. So I've got all three selected. I'm going to use 2 conversion stones here as well. So the conversion stones guarantee that they have a legendary skill, or legendary skill, so one of the red skills, as you can see on the skill preview here. Now the conversion outcome gives you an idea on what you can get here. So conversion consumes 3 familiars to create a new one. When converting aberrant familiars, the new familiar will always be aberrant and tradable. Aberrant conversion can generate magic, rare and legendary rarity familiars. Magic familiars have an 85.51 chance of being summoned with regular attribute limits. Rare familiars have 13.28% chance of being summoned with good attribute limits, and legendary familiars have 1.21% of being summoned with excellent attribute limits. Aberrant conversion can obtain legendary passive skills. Magic rarity familiars have the following chance of receiving 1 legendary passive skill, 30%, 2 legendary passive skills, 5.74%, 3 legendary passive skills, 1.53, 4.4 legendary passive skills, 0.12, 5 legendary passive skills, 0.011, and 6 legendary passive skills, 0.0013. So the chance of getting more than 1 legendary passive skill is very, very low. Rare rarity familiars have the following chances of receiving 1 legendary passive skill, 30%. You can see the percentages here are the exact same. Legendary rarities familiars have the following chances of receiving 1 legendary passive skill, so this is where they actually increase. So you've got 50.96 for 2, it's 9.74%. 3 is 2.61%, 4 is 0.204%, 5 is 0.018%, and 6 is 0.0023%. Adding a high passive skill quality familiar increases the summoned familiar's passive skill quality. So I don't have any high quality skills on these familiars, but we're going to try this anyway and use those 2 conversion stones to see if we get something half decent. I've tried converting familiars so many times and never got anything good. So I'm going to use 2000 platinum here and 2 conversion stones. I'm going to draw this from my orbs that I've got, and let's see what we get if we get a decent pet from this conversion. So the selected familiars will be lost. Do you want to proceed? We're going to click yes, because obviously we're just going to get a different familiar from doing this. And we have a Varog with a couple of good skills here. So we've got Ignition. Familiar's active skill has a 48% chance to burn enemies for 3 seconds. And Precision increases Familiar's critical hit chance of Familiar's active skill by 20.1%. So that is not a bad draw there. So let's return and have a little look at this. We've also got Prescience, damage taken reduced, which is inactive, so we need 170 on insight, and we're at 101 here, so we can't actually have that active. Now I still have a few other familiars, so I currently have Quake Strider as my companion pet, if you want to call it that. So this one has Savior, and I love my little Quake Strider. I don't know why not many people like this. I'm going to lock that pet. I don't know why many people don't like this or use this. Also have Fiendish Haste active on this pet, so damage to players. That is inactive, so I'd like to get that active at some point. That requires 170 on the Ferocity. Bestial Might, primary attack damage is increased, and again that is inactive. I need 120 on resilience. So there's a couple of things that I could try and upgrade on that pet, but the issue that we have is not being able to lock skills, so not being able to lock things like Savior. If I could lock that skill, it's something that would be great as an update to familiars. would be to be able to lock these skills, in my opinion. Another pet that I have is my Dust Prowler. So this one has really high resilience. So this is a secret or hidden legendary pet from what I've been told. And this one has the Bestial Might primary attack damage is increased. So that is actually active on that pet. I have this Varrock. So this is actually the first Varrock that we were all given in game. The free pet that we had. This one has the Maim active. So my pets that I have equipped, most of them have Maim active so that I can actually get that critical hit chance increased from them. I also have this Mergen, and this has the Salvager, so that remote, I can't even talk, that allows remote salvaging, so that is active on this pet, and I really like actually having that. It really does help. A couple of these other skills unfortunately are inactive on Mergen. And then we have this Quake Strider as well. So this one has the Maim active, the critical hit chance increased, skill damage increased, Bestial Might primary attack damage increased, Fiendish Haste. Unfortunately, this is not increased as it requires more ferocity. And as you can see, I'm annoyingly just 2 behind on the ferocity on that. This one also has Blindside, so you cannot be knocked back and move unhindered for 4.5 seconds. So this is quite a good pet as well. Some of the others I've held on to because they have, again, got fairly decent skills. So it's things that I'd eventually swap out. Some of them have different traits that are active. So yeah, I've kind of kept hold of them. This one has the Appraiser active, but I don't have this equipped yet. I've got this Aberrant Dust Prowler. I'm going to wait until I can gain 2 more Aberrant Dust Prowlers and then convert them and see if I can get a legendary pet from that. And then I'd be looking at swapping out the stats from this Dust Prowler. I haven't done that with any of my pets yet. As I said, I'm pretty clueless with this. That is why this video is not a guide of any kind. I just thought we'd try and do some rolls with that familiar and see what we got. So that is basically it for me today. I hope you found this video entertaining, at least, because it's definitely not helpful to anyone. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Official Diablo partner.